Hey, Sharia with Bath Time Rituals coming with a week 4 update for the garden, indoor gardening. Oh my God. So I'm going to give you guys an update on the nursery with the red cherry tomatoes, the green beans. I did a tank top off, put 1 more gallon of water in, and then I'm going to take you through each 27 Y cubes. And then I'm going to show you the roots, do a root check. And that was interesting. And then I'm going to do my first harvest. So if you want to see any of that, please stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to start in the nursery. As you can see, I did a 5-minute soak on 617 of the cherry tomatoes and the green beans. So I'm going to take the lid off and give you guys a closer look. So I was like, I should have recorded this. So this had a total of 7 leaves or 7 seeds in it. I went ahead and thinned it because it was like already taken off inside of the nursery. So I thinned 6 stems, and then I put on this Y cover to help it grow. So I'm gonna leave it in here another day or so, and then I'm gonna put it in to the full garden, introduce it. And this is the green bean. I cannot believe this is 1 week, but yeah, you see that as a side. So there's another seed right there, and that is what it is doing. So I haven't put any more water in there since the 5-minute soak, and this is what it is doing. So that's an update on the nursery. Okay, next I'm gonna move on to the tank. I didn't do a full tank, take all the water out and put water in, but Kelby had told me it was down to 4 gallons, and with it feeding now 4 times a day, I just don't like to see it below 5. So anyway, I filled this up with 1 gallon of warm water, and then I put a half a teaspoon of the plant food that came with the garden in there, shook it up, make sure it was completely dissolved, and then I poured it into, this right here, down in there. Okay. And then once I did that, I put 2 teaspoons of the HydroBoost. I do this every week. To put 2 teaspoons of the HydroBoost, the teaspoon that comes with the garden, and just poured it in there. And again, that helps keep the roots healthy and strong and keep the device clean in the inside. So yeah, that is the not tank refresh, but just I brought it back up to 5, and so I did a Kelby recognized the extra gallon and went back up to 5 gallons. So that is the tank update. Okay, so I've been looking at my garden, and it seems to be coming along very nicely. But some of the babies down in there, they're like growing into each other. And so I was saying, oh, I should start harvesting, even though it's just a little bit over a month. And I said, okay, I better do a weekly update before I harvest. So I'm going to go by each yPod and show you the growth from last week, week 4 to 5. And then I'm going to take one off and I'm going to set up the bigger, because right now I'm using a mini tripod. I'm going to set up the full tripod, and so my hands can be free, and I'm going to show you the harvest, and I'm also going to check the roots. So let's do it. So here we have the cilantro. You can see even from last week, it has grown quite a bit. So that's the front. That's from the right. That's from the left. And I'm just amazed at, getting these from seed to now, looking at the stems and the leaves. And the differences, because they all look so similar when I first put them in. But now you can definitely see the leaves have different characters. The stems have different color and thickness. So yes, that is cilantro. Moving on to Breen. Breen was, we were a little concerned about Breen at first, but Breen seems to be coming along nicely. There's a baby one there. So, and that's the side of Breen. So that's Breen. Here we have celery. So I was also, remember we were concerned about the celery, but celery is coming along. You all let me know in the comments if you all have grown any of these different type of indoor plants or vegetables, greens, salads, herbs. So that's celery. I'm still curious to see how this is going to turn into a full celery, but we'll see. Here is the purple kobari. So you can see it's like growing out. It's not necessarily full, but there's that. And that's where collard used to be. So here we have bok choy. Oh, I think it's bok choy. Is that bok choy? Let me see. Yeah, bok choy. It looks like bok choy. So that's the first one. From the side. From the side. It is definitely doing its thing. Looks happy. And here we have the green tatsoi. Definitely flourishing out. Very green. I cannot wait to put these in a green smoothie or you see how cauliflower is. Yeah, so I definitely am going to try to harvest some of this, but yeah, this is cauliflower and that's down there. So that would be one tip that I would give if you are considering this, is that give space for when they start blooming and growing, because you don't want them to. So again, you see that is kale. Kale is into this spinach plant here. But that's a spinach. View from the side. And try to get this side here. I don't know if you can see it well, but yeah, that's spinach coming along nicely. Okay. So next we have, I think this is basil. I can't see the official name. Yeah, basil. So that's the regular basil. We have two types of basil going on here. So this is regular basil. Then we have the sweet Thai basil. That's on the other side in column number 3. There you have it. And then we have the deal. I really had to use the trellis to get her under control, because she was just really just all out there. That hasn't contained her. As you can see, she's continuing to grow and just do her thing. So that's from the side, and there she is. Okay, moving along to thyme. This herb had me a little nervous, but yeah, there it is. It's doing its thing. I have been practicing leaving it alone. I know it has water. I know it has plenty of fat plant food. I know it has a HydroBoost to help it keep healthy and strong. So yeah, there she is. Side. There it is. Okay, that used to be where sunflower is. I think I'm going to put the cherry tomatoes right there. Okay, moving along. This is the kale lasanito, aka blue dinosaur kale. So that one's coming along. You can see another example of how they're just kind of like growing into each other. So you might want to consider that when you are, if you make a purchase and having placement. So there that is. That's the kale. There's my surviving sunflower, center, side. She has some very serious roots, so we definitely will be checking her roots today. Very serious roots. And then that's the bunching onion. I cannot wait to pair this with the cilantro and the red cherry tomatoes for some pico de gallo. But yes, so there it is, the side. Then again, you see have another one kind of coming down in. So we have this one. This is where the I forgot which one was there, but empty spot. We have the second cauliflower here. So you can see that in there. See? So that's the center, the side, white, orange, white cover, and yeah. So I definitely noticed too, I just want to say the wide covers, they are a little bit expensive, but I feel like they were worth it. They really helped guide them in the way that I wanted them to be growing. Okay, so green Salanova, very nice looking salad. Can't wait to use that as a salad. So there you can see the different, the coloration, the newer leaves compared to the older leaves. So there that is. I'm really interested in the color and dimension of this red tatsoi. If you go back to the week 1 and week 2, and this is week 5, and see the comparison, it is unbelievable. So that's the center, that's the side. Try to give you side views as well, just so you can see. And then we have the, see how this, was telling you, see how that one's kind of intruding. So yeah, there is the, I'm sorry, please, I can't see. Okay, so there's a lemon balm. It is definitely coming up. And there's the side and that side. Okay, so we're gonna move on to another bunching onion. So I was thinking about putting the plant belt on this baby because she is just all over. Right, and have the plant belt right there. What y'all think? Y'all think I should put the plant belt on her or just let her be? But yeah, again, I can't wait to use the bunching onion with the cilantro and possibly the red cherry tomatoes. So there's a yellow Swiss chard. It is still coming along. I have been practicing my patience and not touching. I have not touched her. So yeah, that's a yellow Swiss chard. There that is. If you have any suggestions on what I should do with that, if that's normal or whatnot. Okay. More spinach. Right. Oh dear. So you see the cauliflower is kind of pushing in there, but this is spinach. And I thought they were curious. Look how the leaves are bunched in there growing. So yeah, on the side, center, and then other side over there. So yeah, that's spinach with some cauliflower breaking through. Okay, we got another cauliflower over here. So this one is not quite, I mean, it is extended, but not as much as the other one. Yeah, so we got the side, side, center. Now this is the one that really is just intruding on everybody's space all around her. This is the, I want to be short, Tokyo Bacana. And boy, you see how she's all on the nursery, all up on the Thai basil. So I definitely need to, I will be taking the outer parts of her, but there she is. Isn't she pretty? And then we have the red sorrel. So I don't know if you can see this, but I was concerned about this one as well, but she's definitely coming along. You see she has, it's just weird how she's growing. So yeah, there she is. Red sorrel. Again, we have purple kabari. I'm just amazed at these stems. Look at these stems from how different they are from the rest. Yeah. Side, side. Yeah. So there that one is. It's still there. Okay, more bok choy. I can tell just looking at that. That's a bok choy. So there that is. From the side, bok choy. Can't wait to cook that. Put that in the pressure cooker with some bouillon, maybe some of the bunching onion. Let it do what it do. Now this is the variation of the basil. Look how different it looks. It's got all the little baby leaves in there. That side. And I just like to look at it and especially compare it to this basil. Like the same type of plant, but different variations. And just like humans or twins, they may look alike, but there are variations between them. So yeah, there's the sweet Thai basil. And then bull's blood beet. It is, there it is. It is growing. You can see it was like hanging down. Now it's like going towards that way. I have practiced not touching it and moving it. But yeah, so that's each yPod, all 27 yPod update. I'm going to move in and do the first. I'm going to check the roots and then I'm going to do my first harvest. Okay, here we are at the root check. This is the sunflower. I brought on the full tripod because I wanted you to see the roots and I need my hands to really do this. So you can see her roots. You can already see the sunflower roots. You see that? Out. Right? But watch when I when I push this out of the Y cube. Look at this. Look at these roots. And this is just, I trimmed this 2 weeks ago, right? So I'm going to do this on camera. I'm going to set this Y cube down. Okay. And I'm going to kind of angle it the way it's going to go in. But look at that. So she is definitely sunflower. If you have this, let me know how you take care of your roots. But you can get a real good look. I'm going to put her at an angle. And then just kind of cut that off. Cut anything that's outside. And we're looking to make sure the roots are clear. There's no sliminess. There's no black nothing. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna take that off. Look black. But yeah, the roots are clear. I don't see any blackness. They're not slimy. So I'm gonna proceed to do this for the rest of all 30 of the babies. But I wanted to show you this one because it's the most. This are all the roots that I cut off the Y off the roots, off the plants. I can't believe this. Like the same plants that I showed you that was overgrowing and growing into each other had roots growing down into other spots. And if I would have waited until a month, that was 2 weeks ago, I would have had a tangled mess inside of these columns. So if you have one of these or you're thinking about getting one of these, make sure you do a frequent root check. Okay, so I'm getting ready to harvest my first lettuce and greens. So here's my little bowl. I'm gonna set this down here. So I'm gonna just put them in there. And I'm just gonna, so they instruct you to go from the outside inward. So I got cilantro. I think that's ready. Don't you think this one's ready to harvest a little bit? Especially the leaves that are like intruding onto the other ones. Those are coming off for sure. Yeah, that one. The smells, oh, it smells really good. The smell, if you like the smell of cilantro, this one is, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm trying not to have this video be so long, but it's hard not to be long with all this stuff going on. Okay. All right. I'm going to do one more on camera. Let's do this bok choy. So again, we're going to do the outer leaves. It says to keep at least 1/3 of the plant on there. Okay. I think that's good. Bok choy. All right. So I'm going to do one more on camera. The rest I'll do off camera. This is the breen. So again, I'm doing these outer leaves over here. Got my bowl down there. I'm going to do this one. Oops. And then a few over here. I'm going to do the rest off camera. And then I will come back and show you the salad bowl. I think I should do that one. Do that one. Okay, I'm going to do the rest off camera. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is, I don't know if you can see it well, but these are all the greens that came off. And this is what she still looks like after the first harvest. So I tried to follow the instructions that were in Kelby app and just trim off like there. I put the plant belt on that cauliflower because it was just leaning, just to give it a little bit support. And yeah, this is what it looks like. All right, so keep watching and comment and let me know how you are taking care of your garden or your plant babies. See you in the next one. Okay.